People hate when you live life on your terms, ignoring their advice and following what you naturally gravitate to. Most people aren't exploring themselves as multi-dimensional beings. They're simply becoming who they were told to be. That's why they're unhappy. They can't fathom someone happily breaking the rules they've spent their whole lives obeying. OMG. Who freaking made this quote? I'm so freaking mad. I don't know. Like, this is one of the realest freaking posts I've seen in a while. And if you clicked on this video, this is you. This is you, collective. You're just like this. You're like me. Literally, like, and like they literally are so mad. People are really mad out here because you're living your life on your terms. You are doing you while they're out here watching you do you. Mad because you're doing you. Mad because they're deciding, they're choosing to live the lives that they were told to live. They're thinking the way that they were told to think. Like, they're mad at you because you're not living how they're living. And they're mad because they don't want to live how they're living. They don't want to think how they think, but they're for some reason they feel like they have to live that way. They feel like they're being forced to live that way. You would think that there's a gun being held up to their head while you're just living out here free. Listen, we all have the same 24 hours and we all have the same free will to do what we want. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so crazy how people will be out here. And half the time, it's people who have more things in life than you. They got houses, they got cars, they got money, they got assets, they got everything that you can want. Yet little old you out here, they're worried about little old you. They're so focused on little old you. Hating on little old you because you're living so freely. But yet they're still living under the certain belief systems and certain religious systems and certain societal rules and beliefs. You know what I'm saying? They're still a slave to all of that fake bullshit that's made up. You know what I'm saying? So they're unhappy because they're they're living based off of these unspoken rules, and you're not. You're like, how are you mad at how are you mad at me because I'm living? All you got to do is live the life the way you want to live. But see, you're too worried about what the next month is how you're too worried about how they're going to think of you. That's the difference. That's the difference right there. That's the distinction. That's the difference between me and you. And that's why you're really mad. But that's why you really can't be mad. You got to really respect me. You got to really respect people like us. Collective, they really got to respect us. Respect our hustle. Because collective, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a flying fuck what a motherfucker think. What a motherfucker feel. We're going to live how we want to live. We're going to say how we want to say. We're going to think how we want to think. We're going to feel how we want to feel. We don't give a damn. So we don't care. See, that's the difference. Y'all care about what a motherfucker think, feel, and what they gonna say. That's why y'all are living the way y'all are living. That's why y'all are obeying and just living by these unspoken rules. See, that's the difference. Y'all care too much about what a motherfucker gonna say. I don't. So this is why collective, they're always going to be mad. They're forever going to be mad. They're forever going to be big mad and big bitter because they chose to live a life that they don't want to live. Don't that sound crazy? Like, that sounds wild as hell. But yes, there are people out here who are choosing to live lives that they don't want to live. Choosing to live a life because they're afraid of how other people are going to view them. Afraid of the opinions and the perceptions of other people. Literally, they're a slave to how other people are going to view them. Yes, y'all know it's not that crazy. It's really not. It's really not that crazy. Like, it's just not. You got to think. There's people out here who don't want to disappoint their families, so they're not going to live the lifestyle that they want to live. So they're going to live a what certain way that their family wants them to live to impress them. It's really not that different. You know what I'm saying? That's a very regular, normal thing out here. So you know what I'm saying? So somebody like you, who don't give a fuck what your family gotta think or what anybody gotta think, you're gonna live life how you want to live. Yeah, see how you become a problem? See? Because people wanna live freely like how you do. But they're trapped up in how other people are gonna think. And see, that's not your problem, that's a you problem. But see, they still gonna be mad, they still gonna be haters. Listen, you're somebody who literally explores yourself. You're a multi-dimensional being, like this quote says. Literally. You focus on what makes you happy. You explore yourself in ways that they haven't even seen yet. They haven't even touched the surface of. These people don't even know who they are. But yet you've been getting to know you so well. That's why you live on your own terms, because you know who you are. So you don't let motherfuckers tell you how to live and how to be, because you know who you are. But that's because you get to know you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? They can't be mad, collective, but they are. They're big mad, but we gotta let them stay mad. You know what I'm saying? So let me know, collective. Is this shoe out here? Is they hating on you because you living your life the way you want, but they're too focused on living their life trying to. Oh, you can't do this. You can't. Well, you can. Who says who, bitch? Collective, is this you? You living your life the way you want, and people is just mad. Like, they're really trying to control you and sit you down. No. Let me know in the comments. Oh, if you're new, please subscribe. I want you a part of my tribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much. Make sure y'all like the video. Love y'all. It's Car. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.